Hi everyone, this is John Kejos, and in this channel we discuss everything about CTET. CTET is one of the most important exams that you can crack in order to become a teacher in Indian schools. It can be the doorway for a lucrative teaching career. And in this video, we'll discuss everything that you need to know, all the basic details about CTET. We'll discuss what CTET is, its relevance, eligibility, the structure and content of exam, language of the question paper, qualifying marks and its validity period. So CTET is the Central Teacher Eligibility Test which enables you to become a teacher in Indian schools. It is conducted by CBSE under the Ministry of Education. And remember that CTET is only one of the qualifications, which means that even if you qualify CTET, it does not mean that you'll get appointed as a teacher, all right? But it's one of the important parameters. So let's talk about the relevance of CTET. Where all will you need CTET? Okay, so the first and the most important is schools of central government. So if you want to work in let's say NVS or KVS or this is S and there is a Central Tibetan school. Okay, so any school that comes under the central government, you need CTET for those schools. Okay, now schools under the control of union territories, okay, so that include Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, what else, Delhi NCR, Daman and Diu, etc. So all those schools which are under the union territories of India, they also demand CTET. And other one is unaided private schools. Okay, so some schools require you to qualify CTET, okay, which are unaided. These are all about unaided schools, and it's not necessary that every school will ask this. Some of them are okay with a B.Ed degree and a state eligibility test, but some schools may demand for CTET. Now schools under the state government, okay, any school which is under a state government, which is aided by a state government, those schools may require CTET. Again, it depends on the state. Okay, some states just require you to have a state eligibility test. And the last and also very important one is the CBSE schools. Okay, wherever you go in India, if you want to teach in CBSE schools, they ask you to have a CTET qualification, not only in India but also outside India. Okay, schools outside India with a CBSE syllabus will ask you to qualify CTET. So let's talk about the eligibility. If you have a bachelor's degree in education or a DLED, you can apply for CTET. Now remember that CTET does not verify your eligibility. I mean, when you apply for CTET, they do not ask for your certificates. It's only when you apply for a job that your eligibility will be verified. And if you are pursuing your B.Ed or DLED or any other education degree recognized by the NCTE, you can apply for CTET. Even if you are pursuing, you can apply for CTET. The CTET question paper comes in the MCQ format. There are 150 questions in total, and the mode of the exam is offline. That is, you'll have to fill the OMR sheet. Now, CTET consists of two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. If you want to teach from class 1 to 5, okay, 1 to 5, you'll have to appear for paper 1, and if you want to teach from class 6 to 8, you'll have to appear for paper 2. Okay, paper 1 for class 1 to 5 and paper 2 for class 6 to 8. Now you might be thinking, what about classes 9 to 12? As of now, you don't require CTET in order to teach from class 9 to 12. However, a notification has come up which suggests that in future you may require CTET for class 9 to 12. This is not confirmed yet. Only if the information bulletin comes in will confirm about it. So stay tuned to this channel to get more updates. But as of now, you just require CTET for class 1 to 8. Okay, so paper 1 for 1 to 5 and paper 2 for classes 6 to 8. Alright, now if you want to teach for both, from class 1 to 8, you will have to appear in both papers. Now paper 1 consists of 150 questions, and in total you have 150 marks. Paper 2 similarly 150 questions and 150 marks in total, and for each paper you will get 2.5 hours to complete. Paper 1 2.5 hours, paper 2 as well 2.5 hours. CTET comes with a bilingual question paper, that is, you will get the question paper both in Hindi and English. If you want to pass CTET, you will need to get at least 60% of marks, that is around 90 marks out of 150, and SC/ST or OBC may have some relaxation. If you have passed CTET, it's for lifetime. There are no time restrictions. There is also no restriction on the number of attempts. You can attempt as many times as you want. Now, a person who has qualified CTET can also reappear for the exam in order to improve his score. This means that merely passing with a 60% score is not enough. The NCTE has clearly stated that if two persons with CTET come, the person with a higher score will be considered for appointment. So that's it for now. In the next video, we'll discuss the CTET syllabus in detail. Thanks for watching.